Having to go through an experience of losing a loved one can be extremely painful for people. So today, I want to share with you one advice from the Buddha that will help you to ease up and that will help you to deal with this grief of losing a loved one. Okay, this is from Anguttara Nikaya, Thana Sutta, and in this sutta Buddha mentions Sabbehi me piyehi manapehi nana bhavo vina bhavoti abhinnang paccavekkitabba. Whether you are a male person or a female or a monk or a lay person like you, whoever you are, think that one day I have to be separated from all the loving people and all the loving things around me. This is the reality. Now, this is all about admitting the reality. Normally, we don't like to admit the reality. People run away from realities. They don't like to think about that they are going to die one day. They don't like to think about that they are going to become old one day. They don't like to think about that they are going to be sick one day or get into diseases one day. So this is all about realities, right? In this life, in this very life, right, we all have to face this reality. Death, sickness, old age, losing loved ones. These are the realities that we cannot stop, no? You cannot stop it, I cannot stop it, no one can stop it in this world. So, one thing that Buddha tells us is, admit the reality. See the reality as it is and try to think about it. Okay, one day I have to be separated from all these people around me, right? There are lots of people around us who are very near and dear and we love them so much. The reality is one day, you and I have to be separated from all these people, no? Or we have to leave them. So what Buddha says is, get ready to face this reality, right? How do you get ready to face this reality? By thinking about this every single day. Right? Buddha said, abhinnam paccavekkitabba. Think it frequently, right? I have to be separated from these people around me. One day, that is the reality. When you think about this, there's another big advantage of thinking like this. What is that? When you think about this, you can have that compassion and you can show your love and kindness purely. Why? Because you know that you are not going to be around them for a long time. You know that you are not going to be with them forever. When you know that, and when you know that you have a little time to be with these people around you, then you can show your fullest love and you can show your fullest kindness in this little time. You do your best to do that, right? You do your best to show your love and kindness. So from now onwards, get ready to face this reality, right? When you get ready for that, when you face these situations in real life, you can face them with a strong mind. Most of the time, people face these situations unsuccessfully. All right? They often feel depressed. They become so much sad. Sometimes some people end up suiciding themselves, right? So when you make your mind and to face the reality, when you make your mind strong enough to face the reality, you can move on with your life and you can face that grief successfully. So think about the reality, don't run away from that, right? Then you will be able to create a happy and a peaceful mind in your life. Namo Buddhaya. Namo Buddhaya. Welcome to another video. In today's video, let's talk about the purest love in this world. Well, when we love people in a normal life, right, when we make relationships or when we become kind to people, we tend to be kind or we tend to love people on conditions. Our love and our kindness based on conditions. It's like this. If you became kind to me, then I will be kind to you. If you love me, then only I'm going to love you, right? So that is based on conditions. There is a saying that I've heard that someone is saying, if you be kind to someone expecting that person to be kind in return to you, you're not becoming kind to that person. You're doing a business, right? So the purest kindness or the purest love in this world is unconditional love and unconditional kindness. Or in another word, unbound love or unbound kindness. So how to do this? How to practice this? Well, the Buddha teaches us about this universal, unconditional and unbound love and kindness. He says like this: when a mother loves her only child, she loves that child unconditionally, without any exceptions, without any expectations. Same like that, you have to spread the same kindness, same love, and same compassion towards all living beings in this world, without any exceptions, without any reservations. So the way to do that is you have to generate a mind of thinking like, may my enemies be well and happy. May they live long. May they live a happy life. May my friends be happy. May they live long. May they live a happy life. May everyone in this world, without any exception, without any bound, may all living beings in this world be well and happy. May they live long. May they live happily. So when you spread that mind of love and kindness, that is called the purest form of love and kindness in this world. All the other loves and kindnesses are based on conditions, based on expectations. It's saying like, if you're loving me only, I'm going to love you. But in true love and in pure love, it's not like that. He's saying, or he or she is saying, that I need everyone to be happy. I need everyone to be happy in their lives without any expectations. That is the purest form of love. So you have to have a great practice and great dedication, right? And you have to have a great mindset to practice this purest form of love. But you can achieve this by practicing it little by little, step by step, and applying this love and kindness to your practical life. So practice this love and kindness practice as a daily basis. Maybe like whenever you get up in the morning, just sit on the bed, just close your eyes, take a deep breath in, let it out and think, may everyone in this world be well and happy. May my enemies be well and happy. I am forgiving them. Today, I choose to forgive them. That is how you practice this little step of pure love and pure kindness. So practice it and feel it, that you are feeling the peacefulness inside. So make your life much more better with love and kindness. Namo Buddhaya. Namo Buddhaya. Welcome to another video. In today's video, let's talk about how to stay focused during studies. Well, this is a question that most of the students ask from us. Bhante, how can we stay focused in studies? I am easily becoming distracted. My mind is wandering here and there. So how can I concentrate my mind to studies? Well, first of all, let me ask you a question. Do you become distracted when you listen to your favorite song? Are you easily distracted when you watch your favorite movie? Whenever you are doing something that you mostly like, that you have the passion with, do you become distracted? No, you don't. You're well concentrated into that. So what is the first secret behind this focusing power? Passion. Whenever you like something, your mind is focused to that. So the first step of building the focus to anything is to develop the passion or the desire to do that. So that is why they say that do what you love or love what you do. So maybe it is for the studies, maybe it is for meditation. If you have the passion, you will be well concentrated. If you do not have the passion, if you did not like what you're doing, then your mind is going to be distracted. So the first step is creating the passion towards it. So the second step of creating the focus is to be happy with little achievements, like little focusing times. Whenever you study, whenever you meditate, you may have little times of focus. You may be concentrated for 10 seconds, or maybe 15 seconds, maybe 30 seconds, maybe 1 minute. What you have to do is you have to be happy with that. The thing that is with us is we are expecting many big things in our life, but we are not happy with little things in our life. So what you have to do, whenever you are focused, maybe for 10 seconds, say, I am happy with that. Admire it, right? Without that, you cannot create the focus. So admire your little achievements. That is the one thing that you have to do. And the next thing is you have to reduce your distractions. Notice what you become distracted. Maybe social media, maybe your mobile phone, maybe something that you think of, right? So what you have to do, reduce those distractions. Stay away from those distractions, right? If you start to study, if your phone is distracting you, what do you have to do? Keep that away for a little while, right? Whenever you reduce or whenever you stay away from the distractions, your mind becomes well focused. That is another thing that we can do to create the focus in our mind. And also remember, focusing power is not an act. It is a practice. It is a habit. So what do we have to do? We have to practice this focusing power or this concentration again and again. How to do it? So whenever you are studying, if you notice that your mind is wandering here and there, maybe in several thoughts, right? But when you notice it, when you become aware of it, take back that distracted mind to your focusing point. Maybe to studies, maybe to meditation. Take it back. It may stay in the studies for a little while. Your mind may stay in the studies for a little while. Then it will become distracted again. That is the nature of our mind. So what you have to do it again? You have to take it back and start to study. When it is distracted, take it back to the studies and keep on studying. When you do it over and over again, what happens is it creates this power of habit. Then you can create the focusing power in your studies. So these are the little things that we can practice to create more focus. And also, before studying, before you do anything that needs your focus, just meditate a little while. Maybe just close your eyes and focus on your breathing pattern, your in-breath and out-breath, right? When you focus your mind to that, we give that message, or we give that signal to our mind that now you should be concentrated, you should be focused. So when you practice these things, your mind will little by little get used to be focused. So practice these little practices and make your life a better one. Namo Buddhaya. The sun rises from the east, and without stopping, it moves towards the west, and it sets in the evening. It is also like our life. We were born to this world, and from that day onwards, without stopping, we are moving towards the death. You and I are not dead yet, but we are dying without stopping. So today, let's talk about this important topic that many people doesn't like to talk about, the death. Well, most of us are scared of death. when you are in your families, when you're in your family, with your family members, if you talk about death, what will happen? They will say that they will be offended, first of all, and they will say, no, you should not talk about death. Don't say that. So for ages and ages, death has been considered as something negative, something that is pessimistic, or something that people think that it is making our life very sad and sorrow and suffering. But in fact, the death is a very good teacher for all of us. And that is why the Buddha said, think about the death. Do not dodge that idea. Once our great teacher Supreme Buddha said, whether you are a male or a female, or a normal person, or a monk, or whoever you are, you have to think that you are a dying person. You are mortal and you are not escaped from death. That is what Buddha said. Why we should think about death? Why we should concentrate on our death? Well, is it making our life suffering, or is it make our life very negative? No. It is not the death that makes our life suffering or negative. It is the perspective that we are holding on to death makes us negative. So remember, we all should concentrate on our death and think about it. Always we have to think that I am a dying person. Today, I can face the death. There are many chances for that. So when we think about that, Buddha said, it says and it tells you, the death tells you that, hey, you have an expire date. You're not going to live forever on this world. No? You have a little time on this earth. So before you meet your death, you have to be a good person. You have to cultivate more good qualities in your life. You have to spread the love and affection and compassion towards this world, because that is why we are here for. So in this limited time, we have to do that. We have to cultivate more good qualities in our life, right? We have to be a good person to this world, because that will leave beautiful memories in the people's hearts. The Buddha said that people are intoxicated with their life, right? People think that they are not going to die. We oftenly do not feel that we are going to die, do we? No. We think that we are going to live for the next day and to the next day. We have so many plans in our life, right? But from a split second, within a split second, everything can change. Okay? So that is why Buddha said, people are intoxicated with life, and when they are intoxicated with life, what happens to you? You tend to do, and you are going to do the bad things or evil things from your body, from your speech, and from your mind. But if a person who is reminding his death, if a person who is reminding that to himself that I'm going to die one day, he knows that at any time he can die, right? So he knows that I have a little time on this earth, so before I meet my death, I have to add more good qualities to my life. So that is what the death teaches us. So do not be afraid to death. Why? Because we all face the death one day, in one way or another. No one can escape it. No one can run away from it. So that is a reality. So why not we think about it and make our minds strong to face that with a happy mind, in a successful way. So that is why the Buddha said to concentrate on death. So whenever you are possible, and every morning, think that today I might die. So if I'm going to die today, what are the things that I should do? I should give more love to my people around me. I should help them. Because at the end, these materialistic things that you are holding onto is not going to help you. Only the good qualities will help you on your way. So, think about the death. Do not be afraid of it. Because when you think about the death, your life will be more and more successful. Keep that in mind. Namo Buddhaya.